everyone, welcome back to the channel. Thought I would show you something that I do every so often. I go through phases of using it, and it's the yogurt maker, and it's surprisingly easy to make your own yogurt. It can sometimes go wrong, but if you're following the instructions and it doesn't work, then I tend to think that it might be something within the actual yogurt itself. So this is the EasiYo, not sponsored, nothing like that. I got this years ago from QVC and I love it. It's very easy to use, but as I say, if you get a batch that didn't work and you followed all the instructions, I tend to think is maybe something within here. But all you need is your chosen packet. I found these when I was shopping and it's my favourite, it's coconut. And these were $2.99 each, but sometimes when you're buying them, they could be quite a bit more. So there's lots of lovely flavours. I like the lemon and ginger, actually the sweetened Greek as well. What's good about them too is that they go really thick and they're almost like a dessert. So it's not just like your standard yogurt, it really does feel like a lovely, rich dessert. So you just need your packet, then you need room temperature water that's been boiled and you've left it to cool, and then you put some into your yogurt container, and then you're going to put the powder in and then top it back up. And then you're going to put it in your yogurt maker, which you will fill up with boiling water to this line. But then what will happen is it'll actually rise up to the top because you're going to have this in it. And then you're just leaving it overnight. So this is literally all we do. Some of your pre-boiled water that's now room temperature, just pop it in there and then cut open your yogurt powder. I like to just cut it completely open just so that it's a lot easier to do. I've noticed if you just cut it a little bit, it can be quite hard. So that's it, it's literally just a powder. Your powder goes in. I think that's everything. Then what you do is just give it a little shake so it's evened off. Pop on your lid. Give it a shake so that it mixes with the water. Don't need to be too fussy. That looks like it's nice and mixed. So then all you'll do is top it up now to the top with the remainder of your lukewarm water. I think that'll do. You can give it another little shake. Then what you do is you've got your freshly boiled water, and you're going to pop your boiled water up to that red line. So it's underneath that it starts. So be very careful because it's got to be really hot water. Right, so that is going up to the line. And then with caution, you put your yogurt in. And then what you do is you top it up until it reaches the top. So you're talking, for me anyway, it's like a full kettle of water that you're using. Right up to the top of where your yogurt sits, but you don't literally want it overflowing here because it's roasting, you don't want that. But that's us. And then it's just a case of putting the lid on the yogurt maker, finding a nice cool place in your kitchen where it's not going to keep being exposed to different extremes of temperature. Now this is the evening, so I'm going to leave this overnight and we'll check it in the morning, but you can do it during the day, but I think it's a lot easier just to leave it overnight. So we will now leave this in a nice cool even temperature place in the kitchen and we'll look at it again tomorrow. Right, that's the yogurt been in the fridge. So I'll talk you through actually the time scale. So it went into here at about 9 o'clock last night and then lifted it out, and then obviously your water is room temperature by then, so you just throw the water in the sink. So 9 o'clock at night it went in, and then I took it out at about 6:30 in the morning because I'm an early riser. It was already set at that point, but you've got to chill it. So we're now sitting at just after 1 o'clock. Maybe didn't have to chill it that long, but I didn't have a hurry to eat it, so I could be patient. And then what you do, if I can open it, is chill it down, and then you'll see here you've got your set yogurt, so it's lovely, thick and creamy. So this is the coconut one, which means you've got all your coconut bits on top, but look at that. So these bits are only, it's almost like the little bits of desiccated coconut just float to the top. So you can either fight over them or you can mix it in. You can leave the yoghurt very thick like this and it's like a dessert, or you can whip it up and mix it, but I do like it thick. It's very hard not to want to eat it all. So that is, it's almost like, as I say, it's like a really thick dessert, but the more that you mix it with your spoon, the more that you'll get a thinner yoghurt. But look at that, it's so thick. Love it. And it's really creamy, and you get lots and lots of different flavours. But I do like the coconut, and when I was buying them and I spotted them, that's really all there was. Don't really like some of the fruity ones so much. So I would say that's a generous portion. So that's what you've got there. And then you can, again, mix it. You can leave it in the fridge for, I'd say, I'd maybe keep it, well, let's be honest, I'd probably have it finished in 2 or 3 days, but I reckon maybe up to a week, but just watch it. And it's so nice. The longer you leave it, the thicker it can get. So I've left it quite thick. And I believe as well, if you leave it longer, it gets more tangy. But if it doesn't set, you can tell it's not set. So it's not a case of it steadily goes thicker. If it hasn't worked for some reason, it's just like liquid. So that's when you know. And then what I could do is actually really nice just to eat it as it is. Or you can put fruit on it. But I've actually got these digestives here, but it's chocolate chip coconut. But I'll tell you what else is nice with coconut. Maybe a ginger nut biscuit or just a plain digestive. But see if you just crumbled up a little digestive and then just made it more of a dessert with a bit of crunch on top, that would be lovely too. So that is our EasiYo yogurt, and it is worth it because if you do it during the night when you're sleeping, then it's just ready the next day. So I hope you enjoyed that. I hope it was interesting. Have a lovely day and I'll see you again soon.